Greetings all. This video is to explain my biggest project, what it is, how to use it, and who it is intended for. It is the culmination of my work over several months to organize Strikeforce Tabletop Simulator map assets and make those maps randomly selected for playing Grand Tournament mission games. This collection of 9 mods is designed for a number of different users. People who play a lot and are sick of playing on the same maps over and over again. People who want to play more casually, not at a strict tournaments level. Instead, with these maps that are more unique, interesting, realistic and immersive, by not being a mirroring map, streamlined style, as everyone seems to be doing with maps at present. Imitating the team event real-world WTC tournament maps, because that was the only big 9th edition tournament that occurred in 2020, or so far in 2021. These maps also represent the scale of the forces fighting. In Strikeforce-sized games, the forces are not ones that would be always choosing exactly where they engage the enemy by digging in to fortify, or assaulting a fortified position, but would more often end up fighting in locations other than desired. The main reason for this mod, and the reason that got me to originally make a smaller version of it with only around 30 maps when 9th edition launched for myself, is removing one player's advantage, usually the host, of selecting the map they and the random looking for game opponent will play their GT game on, by instead making the map to be played rolled for. To use my GT mod pack, you need the FTC 9th edition map base, or other table base with the map mat centrally located in TTS. Then, once your opponent joins, you or they roll the 2d3 to select which GT mission you will be playing. Once this is rolled, you or your opponent can select the dice roll results mission on the FTC map base. To Eternal War, get to Retrieval mission, mission 11, which is what we rolled, 1 then 1 again, for 10s and 1s. And then once that's loaded in, you can load in the mod for GT mission 11, which is this one here, GT Strikeforce mission 11. Additive load. Once loaded in, locate my actual map mod on the table. Feel free to delete the legend, as this video covers what's covered there. Press the button on the side corner of the mod labelled in lowercase I. Depending on the power of your PC, wait between 1 and several seconds for it to load in assets. Then hit the lock button. If you hit it too quickly, you'll get an error message. You can just ignore it and hit the lock button again. After that, press either side of the number 1 on the globe image to select next or previous page. The first time you do this, it brings up the home page. From now on, it's mostly a case of hitting X's, double-clicking it to move to the next page, or clicking the clear button to go back to the start. Previously, I had this page set up to roll dice equal to the total number of maps, but was reminded that that system favours maps with numbers nearer the middle of the pool in a kind of bell curve. So I've updated to a dice to roll the 10s and 100s column and a dice to roll the 1s column. I estimate The 9 GT mods collection map pool now has, spread over the 9 missions, approximately 230 different maps. Built into it, 80 odd are older maps that I found in ancient W7F collections, that is War on Seven Fronts, a narrative campaign group, with mainly now unusable workshops. They were originally built by Mothman Zach, obviously quite a while ago, and he's moved on to obviously bigger things, and he's one of the biggest assets to our community, so this is definitely no complaint. But I used those lists to find maps that were still usable or easily fixable and updatable to the new map sizes for 9th edition, and have updated approximately 80 of them to be compatible with 9th edition. The other 150 odd maps in my GT map pools are mainly newer maps from workshops of authors such as NS2, Lockjaw, Trevi, Insane, Lecky, Panzer, Kaisor, Madcuz Brad, Pigsy, DC, Ink Demon, Avalanche, Ambush, Anarchy, and many more. If I missed your name, I apologize, you're probably next. So to explain in more detail how to roll for your map, as it's written here, a D10 for the 10s column, and a D10 for the 1s column. Each column goes from 11 to the next 10, except for this one which has 90 on the next page. So, roll your D10 in the box for the 10s and 100s column. We got a 9. And then for the 1s column, a 6. So map 96. On to the next page. Click the build button. Double clicking the X to load in the map. This is one of the maps from Alpha Season 5. So that is your maps for GT Mission 11. 100 of them. And if of course you roll differently on your GT Mission dice roll, you would load one of the other GT missions, which each have different numbers of maps for the map pool, so different dice to be rolled, and different maps that work better with those other deployment zones. In regards to issues, until recently there was only one, where the build button occasionally would not appear. To fix that, you simply press the last and next button, or next and last button, to make that button reappear when you reload it. The new issue for the mod, which has been introduced with a recent patch to the Tabletop Simulator product, is many assets now have issues with not being normal clipping for models being able to move inside and through them on top of them as normal. Now things have formed solid spheres and cubes where your model does not fit inside. To fix this, simply select everything holding down Alt, right click, custom, hit the import button, wait while it copes with this, and hit update. That reloads in all the assets. Once that's done, that clipping issue is no longer a problem. Hope that isn't too much work for everyone, because I've tried fixing it and it does not fix on my end at the moment. Hope you enjoy the mod. Hope you have good close games. All the best.